Hi, my name's Kiki. I'm the Executive Director at Thinkersmith, and today I'm going to show you how to make some supplies. We're going to be making these little double-sided bits here for our bit grids. You can find the bit grids and the binary code for ASCII online on thinkersmith.com/TSTC. That stands for Thinkersmith Traveling Circuits. So in many of my presentations, I will use this bit code, and it's just kind of a binary representation for ASCII. But because some kids, especially at the K through 2 level, haven't really even learned their numbers and addition very well yet, I like to use off and on or black and white to represent the zeros and ones, and it really gives a good impression of what's going on. So when I'm displaying this in some classrooms, if I'm not using the bit shelf, I'll generally be using this 4x4 grid of 2-inch squares. And duct tape makes a really good double-sided bit. Now, generally I find that I don't use white squares for white bits. I just won't put a bit there at all, but it's still nice to have the option. So I'm going to show you how to make these double-sided bits. I'm going to take a roll of black duct tape, and I'm going to take a roll of white duct tape. There, kind of in the shade, so it's hard to tell the colors there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to marry them together, sticky sides together. And it can be hard to be perfect, especially when you're marrying duct tape. But what I do is I just try to get one side lined up perfectly and parallel, and then the other side pretty much falls into place. And I just kind of go along with my pinky like this. And sometimes I find that it's not too long before I start getting bubbles, but really I don't have to do one continuous strip because I'm cutting this into 2-inch pieces anyhow. So I just then go and cut it off. I can usually do somewhere around 3 or 4 feet before it gets unruly. So you've now got your rough piece there, and you can get more out if you can do a really long piece. You have less waste, but you find kind of the first place that you have a good edge, and if you don't have one, duct tape kind of comes with these ribs, so you can cut pretty well along the rib like that. And then you just cut it in 2-inch sections, and I generally won't measure. I will generally just kind of eyeball it, because I'm generally doing 1,000 or so of these at a time. So I just go through and slice. And then if it's not quite even, like that. And then I have myself a nice little 2-inch square that I can use on my bits.